sorry.
Give me your coordinates right here, like straight over.
Now we've got pigment, which is sort of demonstrated with this, as Rachel suggested with the roll. The color you see with your eye is the color that is reflected, the part of white light that's reflected. So, pink is reflected. That means blue is absorbed, and green is absorbed. Pink is reflected. I don't have a nice blue shirt because that's really easy. Blue is reflected. What is absorbed? Red and green. Got it? So that's how you see a color. Now there's special cases where light is refracted, reflected, diffracted, and you see the color not from a pigment but from the way light bends, but we'll talk about that later. So what these optical filter prisms do, they sort of act like pigments. So you have the three primary colors of light: red, blue, and green. So my question to you is, what happens when I put the green on top of the red?
Yellow.
And y'all are hollering yellow in unison. And Justy's shaking his head.
Because the pigment is different, right?
What do you say?
Pigments don't mix like light, so I don't think it's
Would it be purple, maybe?
Okay, think about it this way. What color is getting through here?
Red.
Red. Only red. If I put a green filter on it,
Brown.
it's going to be black.
Because red is darker, maybe?
No, not because it's darker. Sorry. The only thing that can get through the red prism is red. Right?
Right.
So if I put a green on top of it, green only lets green through. There's no green to get through, so it's going to be black. Well, we're going to argue over the color, but it's basically black. It's basically black light, okay? And I know it's not absolutely perfect. Okay, well, let's use the same idea. What's going to happen if I put the blue on a green?
Black.
It's going to still be black. Black all around. It doesn't matter which way you do it. It's going to be black. Now, this is where the fun begins. What are the three secondary colors of light?
Magenta, cyan, and yellow.
Magenta, yellow, and cyan. And this is where you see if you get it comes in. Now, Miguel, what happens if I put a red filter on top of magenta?
You're going to see.
Oh.
I'll see what they're quick.
Okay, think what magenta's letting through.
Red.
Blue and red. Blue and red light are coming through magenta.
This one's going to be red.
So if I put red on there, I'm going to see red.
Oh, that's cool.
What about cyan if I put blue on it?
We'll see blue.
We'll see blue because that's blue and green. And green, what about if I put the green on the yellow?
You're going to see
Green.
green.
See green because red and yellow come through. I mean red and green. If I put green on, you're going to get green. Oh, so cool. Now, here's my question to you. Which color, primary, may I put on a secondary to get black? There's three possibilities. Give me one, Elsie. If I put blue, what about magenta? What does magenta let through? Red and blue. So if I put blue on it, I'm going to get blue. What can I put blue on top of to get black? Oh, they're waving their hands wildly. Go ahead, Josh.
Yellow.
Yellow, yes. See, isn't that cool? All right. Go ahead, Kaylin. What can I put the green on to get black?
Magenta.
There you go. And what can I put the red on to get black? Cyan. Got it?
That's what I'm saying. Get-
Cyan, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got
Do we
it.
need to reset that?
You do.
Like, we need to put that-
Okay, so
And there's no other way to show this except this. This is very visual.
say
So to refresh, a prism only lets through the colors that it is. That's the same way a pigment works. A magenta pigment reflects what colors?
red and blue.
Red and blue. A yellow pigment reflects red and green and absorbs blue. A cyan pigment reflects blue and green and reflects and absorbs red. Okay, so that's how pigments work. They reflect the colors you see. And now, these colors here, I'll put a note up here too. These are the primary pigments. Pigments are opposite than light. So the three primary pigments are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Those are primary pigments. It's a little different than art, but it's close enough. So the three primary pigments are magenta, yellow, and cyan. And the secondary pigments are just the opposite with light, of course, green, blue, and red. Got it?
So secondary pigments are the primary light.
Right, and the primary light are the secondary pigments.
Right.
Yes, that's right. Okay? Do I need to write that up there? Oh, we're good. We're good. Let's pause.